It's bad.
Apple's pretty bad today. A lot of the software, Palantir looks bad. So yeah, there is some stuff to not be all that excited about for sure. But overall, I mean, it looks like just a rotational market, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's healthy. It's sort of what we want to see. So now we're in this volume gap here after that big drop this morning. I mean, QQQ has another $7 to go to the open print. I mean, double distribution type setup, you know, where you've got all that volume from before the open with a huge volume gap in between. I mean, this is a textbook long sort of grind up the remainder of the day type thing. Who knows? We fail back under like 729, 750. It could just sort of fall apart again, but to me, this is sort of a textbook grind back up type thing to the opening print.
So first off, you mentioned Apple. This bear flag on Apple was the cleanest. I mean, 300 right here across the top. Look at this. Here's the flag. Here's the 300 level, and just roll over. I mean, that was clean as could be on Apple.
You know what I think I'm probably the most excited about anything in the market. I've been for a while. Single stock futures.
Oh yeah, was that 2-3 weeks away?
End of the month, end of July.
Nice.
Like that's a major thing for us as a business. That's a major thing for retail traders, for people looking for tax advantaged ways to trade. I mean, I know that they got rid of the PDT rule. Obviously, there's for a reason. The NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange know that they are going to lose a massive amount of volume to the CME. And so, because it's tax advantaged, right? I mean, there's a major reason to be over. You also don't have wash sales, right? Futures don't have wash sales. So there's a lot of reasons to start trading futures now more than ever. And that's why they got rid of the PDT rule. It wasn't because they were being friendly. It's because they see that a lot of their volume is going to be dropping off on the stock side.
Yeah, between single stock futures, they're trying to rush out before all these perp things get going deeper, the tokenized stuff. Tell me this, Dan. IWM new all-time high today, up 1%. Dow Jones new all-time high today. Hey, is that bearish?
No, of course it's not. I mean, I hate small caps. We've talked for the last 3 years about my hatred of small caps, but no, it's not. And just because Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple are down doesn't mean the market's going to hell. It means that there's Applied Materials is $650. You know how much Applied Materials stock I own?
Do you know how much Caterpillar that I sold when I saw it hit 1,000?
Did you buy that with me 2 years ago?
Probably.
Yep.
I was
around 150 maybe.
I was buying Caterpillar.
Just shorted a little in Q.
Maybe 200 bucks. That was about where we were buying it. Yep, 23.
I was buying 230s, and then I bought a ton because it's one of my favorite companies. I bought a ton on the TerraFlow, 260s, 270s.
Yep.
And I remember trimming some at 500 at a double, going okay. And people are like, "It's getting overvalued," but I looked into it, and I figured that they'd be a huge winner of AI, and that's been my thesis all along. But their backlog.
Yep.
Backlog is insane. And I just found out recently that they have a huge energy business that's growing even faster.
What, generators and stuff?
Yeah, they do all kinds of they have like a whole energy department.
They are taking a lot of work away from Siemens too for locomotive engines, and so they're in like the shipping business really. So Caterpillar, I bought 35 shares, which doesn't seem like a lot, but It is now. It was just a small position actually. So it was a tiny position. I bought 35 shares in 2023, beginning of 2023. Applied Materials, my cost basis on Applied Materials is $44.
Good Lord. That thing is screaming. I bought a little bit of this. I was late to it. I bought a little bit of this. I'm still up very nicely. I think I bought it like in April. Somewhere in here.
That was actually one of my smallest positions, Applied Materials, and now
Not anymore.
are getting up there. I mean, it would be really nice if actually Generac. I just bought Generac last year at like 130. Is that right? Yeah, man, I did not realize Applied Materials had gone that bonkers. That's like, so I just pulled it up on my phone because it's in my don't touch it account. I don't own, to my own demise, I don't own NVIDIA. I don't own AMD, not in this account. I own that in I own NVIDIA in my retirement account and Broadcom retirement account, but this is a taxable account, just my long-term taxable account. And, man, actually, I might buy some more Microsoft. I like Microsoft at this spot.
Yeah, I was just looking at that earlier. We were talking about that. I don't know if I want to buy here or just wait maybe a little bit. I mean, I could start buying. I'm going to be fine either way, but 340s, 325. I think I would be very interested. But I don't hate it here. I mean, buying Microsoft under the 200 week, I think, yeah, historically.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking at. I started buying it last week around 380. I bought a little more today. Palantir around 98, 100, I think is a decent spot.
Palantir, I had, what have I? Yeah, I was looking for sub 100, like 96.
I think Broadcom's a great position, and that's one of those names I think is a must own.
Yes.
You know, I think this is an opportunity. I don't think it's really beat up enough for me to buy more yet. I think if it came down into the low 300s, and I don't have the chart up, maybe Emp does. Yep, he does. But low 300s would be a spot that I would add a bunch. I bought Broadcom at 140 last year, or a year and a half. What was my date?
Yeah.
On Broadcom.
Broadcom's one of the ones I went heaviest in during the tariff tantrum.
4/4/2025.
Yeah, that's the same day I bought. that Friday before the tariff low. I bought a bunch of stuff on that Friday, and I bought more stuff on that Monday morning.
Yeah, I think we were actually on stream picking stocks to buy that day. Broadcom was my biggest buy that day.
Because I remember we had the futures show like the next morning, that Tuesday morning, and we were like talking like we bought a bunch of stuff, and
yeah,
I was like, yeah, I did too. You and Gov both were saying you bought a bunch of stuff.
I trimmed Palo Alto Networks today to buy Microsoft. That was my move today. I trimmed Palo Alto Networks and I trimmed a little bit of Restoration Hardware. I bought Restoration Hardware 3 weeks ago. I bought that at $112.84 on 4/1 RH. So I trimmed RH and PANW to buy Microsoft. RH is just one of those names where it's not a high valued, high multiple company. Got beat up.
I've been wanting to buy like Lockheed or
I
Raytheon.
own way too much Raytheon, but and I own L3 Harris.
Yeah,
Those are my two. I do not like Lockheed for some reason, but
Oh my god, dude, there's 100 points on this short, but I only filled 2 lots up there. I was gonna fill like another 8 more if it went like 10 points higher.
you could have shot. Well, it was the golden retrace 850. And then now you come right back to halfback here, 744.
yeah, this is the spot where it's actually not a bad long right here. If you think that we're going to go and fulfill that volume gap, but I'm going to break down here. Obviously, voids any long, but
It's funny, me and Rizzo yesterday, we were trying to get filled ES down around 7,400 and down to, I wanted down to like 390, and we got it this morning. I was looking at NQ too much.
Oracle. Someone asked about Oracle. Oracle's not a name that I actually don't own anymore. I owned that for many years, and I sold all of it about 2 years ago, I want to say. Probably around the 200 level is probably when I sold it. Not a name that I'm terribly interested in. Cisco is the only tech sort of dividend stock that I own. I own Cisco.
I do own Cisco. I got shaken out of IBM, and I'm still like keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. I mean, Oracle is just one of those. I'm not exactly sure how they fit into the whole picture. So when I can't see a real case, and it's not saying that it's a bad company because it's clearly not a bad company, but if I can't see how they fit into the whole picture, then I have a hard time owning it. Humana, I own a lot of. I'm a bottom fisher and bottom feeder. That's sort of, I look for names that really get beat up, and what I feel like is beat up too much for what they are and how much money they make and the business they are. Look at Humana. I mean, I think Humana still can go to $500. A lot of people don't like the insurance sector, and for whatever. But
What was the
I bought that at let's see, what price did I buy Humana at? I bought Humana at $227.84 on 5/23 of 25. Took some heat on it for sure.
Yeah, as I say, I mean, big downtrend. You bought it down here.
Yeah.
It went, and then look. I was looking at that.
I mean, it's got a
Oscar
big
Health
right above it, all the way to $500. Yeah, this is a name that I just never have gotten into. It's not like I've traded it once, but I have UNH and Humana as my insurance names. And it's not insurance is not my favorite sector to own either. But when things get beat to crap, I like to buy them. It might actually be a good add back spot. So I was selling ALB a couple weeks ago. Might be a decent add back spot there.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, this was one of the ones I was looking at.
ALAB.
Yeah.
You know,
This is the one I was trying to remember the name on.
Yeah,
Because you talked about this one a couple times.
I've traded very well over time, but I think that this is a good spot. You got those moving averages right there. Yeah, you're ducking below them, but There you go. Look at that. How it goes down below and then it comes back up to sit on it. I like that look. So that's a name that I wouldn't mind owning more of here.
This NEE is one that I've owned for a long time. I've considered adding to this one. I like energy place. I like energy. I like industrials.
I got
still like
incredibly lucky.
The AI basket, but
I got incredibly lucky with USOY. What is that? The Defiance Income one. So I was buying the crap out of that at like $4 or $5. And then the war started and it went to 10. And I was essentially making 100 shares a week on dividends from this thing and got my basis down under $2. And I sold all of it 2 weeks ago when I sort of felt like the oil was no longer reactive to negative headlines. And when you start seeing oil no longer reactive to negative war headlines, the run's over. So I moved on from all my oil plays when that happens.
We got a super chat here.
Microsoft is not a good looking name right now. I'm just someone that I prefer to buy when things look like crap. Microsoft is not a pretty chart, but I've had a lot more success over time buying ugly charts than I have buying pretty ones.
There's a question here, Billy. Get bull, bear, diamond pattern setup. Are you? What time frame? What chart? Give me a little bit more context, and
Which one is this?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking him. Which one? He's saying a bull, bear, diamond pattern. I'm asking if he's talking about like 5-minute chart, intraday.
Job, did you buy USOY with me? I don't know, a couple months ago. I hope people did. I mean, that was a really, really nice one. We got real lucky on it, buying a couple weeks right before all the war headlines and the bombs started flying. But man, did we kill it on that. Hopefully you got out, a couple weeks ago. That was the time to do it. But yeah, that was a really, really. The USOY is it's constructed to go to zero, and it will, and then they'll add more shares, and it will go, peter around. But it's not a forever hold type thing, at least not for me. I think that gold has a similar ETF, or silver has a similar ETF that could be types of things that you could hold for a lot longer. But I would never own a name like that, the options income names, for very long. Yeah, breaking down here a little bit here.
You know what I have a decent position in, Dan?
What's that?
$9.24 cost basis on SPCQ.
What is that?
2x short SpaceX.
Someone talking to, they were like, "Oh, you buying the SpaceX IPO?" And I said, "No, not a shot." Well, when would you ever buy it? I said, "Yeah, if it drops 80% off the IPO price." Like Rivian. What did Rivian IPO at? 200?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
still bearish
200.
Rivian.
I bought it at 9.
That's yeah. What was this IPO price? The opening trading price was 106. It ran to 180.
Yeah. So I mean, it's another one. It's like, yeah, I'll buy it, but I'll buy it when it drops 80%. So I want to see that around $40, and I would buy that. $30. But it's a pretty
SpaceX, like if you get to like under a 1 trillion valuation, maybe I start buying it there. It's like 70 a share or something like that.
No. Come on. A trillion valuation?
For a trade more than a investment.
Okay, maybe, but it's not a $1 trillion company.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, by the time it gets there, maybe it makes more sense.
I don't think that sector's ready to be essentially the biggest company in the world.
Yeah, well, they're making what 18 billion in revenue.
Yeah.
That's why I started shorting it or buying the short.
I mean, I think shorting it's a great plan. I think it's going to go down to sub 50.
Because I was sitting there, I was going, okay, it hit basically it was close to 3 trillion valuation. It was bigger than Microsoft. There's no way this makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it's silly, and I've gotten into a lot of trouble in past lives shorting things because they didn't make sense, and so I don't tend to do it anymore.
Right.
But there are instruments where you can do it with less punishment. I'm not a. Maybe it's a quality long-term hold, and it probably is, Raven. For me, it's a quality long-term hold if it gets to $40. That's where to me that value is there.
I don't hate ES right here, but it's kind of this lunch hour.
Yeah, I mean, Lord of Wall Street. I mean, is SpaceX a good put play for the end of the year? I mean, we're in June, so playing 6-month out puts, I don't know. I have more fun ways to light my money on fire. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of long-term puts or medium-term puts. That's not a making money strategy. I find to be one that's worthwhile.
Bumble is exploring a sell
to Grinder.
I don't know, but this thing ripped while ago.
Bumble grind. That's what they'll be called.
Hey, a little bumble and grind.
Yeah, a little bumble and grind. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cameron, the 99.9% of people using a put for hedging are not doing it right, and they're not actually hedging shit. I'm the wrong person to answer that. That not my wheelhouse, really. I think that SpaceX is going down. I think the premiums are going to be well priced.
Yeah, that's the caveat, right? And there's just so much, when you have that much hype around things, they can act really erratic. It kind of goes back to your first point there about, things don't always make sense.
Yep. Yeah, and the premiums are going to be well priced, so you're not going to. It's not like a no-brainer trade, right? Where you take a put, you're probably going to need to short the actual stock to really make money. Yeah, I mean, I like Microsoft. I don't buy Microsoft hand over fist. I'm buying it today. I bought it today. So apparently I'm a boomer. But I like stocks that are beat up. I like stocks that make a ton of money. Microsoft prints it and did the same thing with Apple when it was in the $100 range and it got beat up. Did the same thing with Google when it got to like 94 and it got beat up. I'll do it again with another name, but if it comes sort of my checklist is the first question I'm always asking myself is, does this company make things that people buy? Does it do something that has a future? Microsoft is very embedded in everything we do. Are you looking at a Windows machine? Probably, I would say 70% of people are. I don't know what the actual number. What's the actual number of people using Windows versus Mac? I would say it's probably 70% Windows.
I guessed 80-20 earlier, but I guess that because of the amount of enterprise and work systems that use, like business systems.
There's no such thing as an enterprise Mac.
No, and I think a lot of people are like, well, I have a Mac and one of my friends have Macs and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah.
But you're
but
not,
anybody that works in a business.
Yep.
I mean, like I've worked in a lot of different business sectors.
Yep.
But like every small business, we have a small business in my family. We have a Dell server. We have all Windows, all Microsoft, every program, like for our industry, every software provider is Windows based only. There's no Mac option for any of them. Like the only way is to like remote in from a Mac if you wanted to, but it's graphic design, marketing, like some of that, sure. But you're like, go in any bank in the entire country and tell me what type of computers they have. Go in any school and tell me what kind of.
The reason I still use or own Cisco is, you ever go get on a call with a banker or fund manager, anyone that
take my first trim here at 690,
and it's because it's the only really sort of secure
80 points there. Chuck my stop at.
Yeah, I mean, Florida Wall Street. I mean, that's uncertainty is opportunity, and you don't win them all. But I'll take the uncertainty on a company like Microsoft.
Yeah, like that's the way I think about it.
Maybe I'll lose it, right? Maybe Microsoft will go to zero. Cool. But
it's also why you run some type of balanced portfolio, right? Like,
yeah,
you bet on 10 good companies and one of them fails. Okay, big deal. The other 9 should have outdone that.
Yeah, Microsoft is incredibly ingrained in the corporate world. The Microsoft suite, I mean, a lot of businesses would shut their doors if they didn't have access to that tomorrow, because their whole businesses are reliant
Plus,
on
you're talking about one of the most successful resource-driven companies in the world, in history, and you're betting against them. Just like when people were betting, and I used this example earlier, Dan, just like people were betting against Google because search was dead.
Yeah, oh yeah, search is dead. Everyone's going to use AI. What does Google do? They just essentially made another AI, and it's just as good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that the people that run Microsoft are intelligent. Do I like all of their products? No. I don't. But I think that they know how to make money. They know how to make products that are getting ingrained in the world. So to buy. Yeah, programmers like anyone like pro software developers and stuff, they all like Mac for sure. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, so there you go. That's exactly it. Lord of Wall Street. Intrinsic value of Microsoft generally estimated between 402 and 479. So you're buying it at 350 and telling me it's a bad idea. I'm not saying you personally, but
Yeah, just the you generic, yeah.
yeah, Google's another one. I mean, Google's my second longest term holding at this point. So I mean, yeah, I think that Google is a beast. I've owned Google since the early 2000s. All right, I'm gonna. I like this spot.
I know, I was looking at it pretty close. I was really looking at it on NQ
So
right here.
I couldn't get filled more size.
I'm long 29,650. I will stop out. Take about a 60-point stop here. Maybe a little bit more. No, I won't. About 60 points. It might be a quick stop. Holy moly.
Oh my god, that was such a quick 270 points, but I'm only in one more.
Market's so wild how quick it moves now. I mean, you're just jumping 20, 30 points now. Let's see. My stop's at 75, so
I'm in the long right here.
35 is my stop. Taking a little heat, but that's all right.
I'm long 615.
I guess I'm retarded.
74.13 on yes.
I am retarded. Extra retarded.
No regrets.
Need NQ to reclaim this like 630, 640 if you want to get long or for the long to look good. Don't necessarily want to add to my short this quickly. After just knifing 100 points in like a couple minutes.
All right. From 615, I will trim. Let's see. Probably right here, 670s. Yes, I'm going to try to take a 10-point trim here from 713 to 723, 724. There's my trim on ES. I'm sorry, on NQ. Well, I hear those two sweet words. There it is.
All right. My
10 points. Yes, I'm out.
I'm gonna take a scale here.
I'm
690.
out. Yeah, I'm out half of yes for 10 points. And I'm about to be out of NQ just over half if we get to 100 points. I got in at 615.
It's like
615 on NQ and 13 whatever. 74.13 on yes is what I
720s and 730s. I'll add to my short.
715 I'm trimming, so that'll be a little handoff.
A little more than halfway out now at 700. I think we can go back up to 760 area.
I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop up into profit. 630-ish on NQ. And 717 on ES. There we go. Xbox is increasing prices. Sony headline. I don't know why Sony's getting a pop on that, but
Because then they'll increase them as well, I guess.
for the PlayStation, I guess.
Maybe we should buy more Microsoft. I am retarded.
But he is a retard. What was the high of that candle? Because if that didn't...
709.
709. I was sitting at 715.
I think it'll be all right.
Come on. There it is. 100-point gain. Amount 3/5. Whatever. I have another trim sitting at 28 on ES. Right, yesterday's close.
Come fill me here on these ads. 20, 25, and 30. Just a small ad. It's nothing big.
Console storage and memory prices increased by over. Why did I long at 600? So it's super volatile. So it came through the level, but wicked. I mean, my level was around 635, 638. It was overextended. And if you look like here, let me go to the 15 minute. I did have a level there, 591 as well, but I started buying into it under my level as it was extending. Kind of, I don't want to say predicting, but looking for it. If you look at all the 15-minute consolidation this morning, all these candles in the 620, whatever, 620s area, I started buying it on the wick down, a little overextension. I also had SPY at a key level. So I just longed both. It was like I expected it to hold an area, but I also expected it because of the volatility and how fast it's moving to get overextended and then get into it. And if it just turns right back around here, I have a green trade either way. My stop's at 630 on NQ. And we're about to hit one of my profit stops on ES right here. Plus, I had Confluence, Dan, a great trader that I have traded with for quite a while, that I see him looking for longs. There's some Confluence for where I'm looking at in the same area. There you go. Is there any chance to go to the low of day or even previous day? There's always a chance. I don't know what percentage chance you want to put on that, but there's always a chance. All right, I stopped ES right there. I don't know, Dan, how would you even answer that? Is there a chance to go to low of day? Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance, right?
Sure. I'd say it's a low probability.
I mean, when you make a 3% down move to start the day, being range bound makes the most sense to me. And we're just trading right in the middle of yesterday. I mean, right in the middle of yesterday. ES is obviously much weaker, but we also like just perfectly went fib to fib.
I'll slip it another 50 points on ES and I'll get long.
From
73.60.
I have a pretty decent level right here on ES, actually. InQ was up 1% like 30 minutes ago. I may have to long yes again. I like this spot. But I don't like double dipping too often. What does going long mean? Going long means you're buying the market or you're placing a bet on the market to go up. Short means you're placing a bet on it to go down. So essentially, if you're long, you're buying the market. If you're short, you're selling it. So like if you go short, you're selling and you're going to buy back lower, hopefully. And if you're long, obviously you're buying the market and you're going to sell it back higher. Not a bad question. Yeah, I'm going to get back in yes. What does sweeping the lows and highs mean? I mean, a lot of times when you have a range, the market goes and tests the edges of that range as it's, finding its area, finding its range. It's going to go test. Okay, it bounced here this morning. Let's go test it again. And a lot of times you push through it, and if buyers step in, you sweep it, and you come right back in. The sweep is kind of like testing an area and getting a reaction to it. The way these 15-minute candles closed here this afternoon above the ones this morning, so right here versus this morning, looks pretty good actually. Do we statistically go up next month? Seasonally, yes. Typically, seasonality's been a little bit off overall. There's so many ways to look into seasonality. There's some mechanical features of it. June is typically a slower month. There's an old Wall Street adage that says sell in May and go away, just because a lot of people take vacations in June. There's always a lull in the earnings season. So June is typically a slower month overall, and then July has historically been a strong month. The last 5 years of data, if you look at the statistics on it, the last 5 years, the July has been the second strongest month. I think November was actually the strongest. October or November, one of those two. June says everyone hates June. That's funny. Is Bitcoin down to my target yet? No. Pretty close though. I like June too. The trader in the chat and the month. It goes both. Speaking of June, my dad's got a birthday coming up. Dan, you got any automated stuff running today?
Yeah, it hasn't been a
wild
great
day.
day for that. But yeah, I have been running automated stuff all day. It hasn't been a lot of trades actually, so I took a couple of longs overnight that failed. They both stopped out. Let's see, oil took one trade overnight that stopped out. So that's the only things that have ran overnight. But yeah, overall the oil stuff's still trading very well, even though oil's been poor. But the strategies have still been doing great. So yeah, I've been. I always have my automated stuff running alongside my manual trading. It's sort of its own portfolio that I don't touch or check or play with all that much. So I'll check it a couple times a day, but overall, I just let it do its thing.
Microsoft's raising Xbox prices $100 for the 500 gigabyte and $150 for the terabyte on August 1st. Rumo, can I just ask you to clarify why you're expecting a sharp pullback to the upside? Because an hour ago, you shorted 660 and said a sharp pullback to the downside, and we went up 200 points. I'm almost scared for my long now.
This should fade into end. There's still 3 hours.
A lot of time left.
Yeah, a lot of time for some fuckery.
A lot of time for it to go sideways.
I still haven't filled 720 and 730 to add to my short.
I'm going to trim at that 745, the halfback again.
I'm just tempted to add to it here.
Yes, I'm kind of tempted to sit back out, but if it turns the corner, I get a nice little pop back into the 30s and 40s.
0 DT putts.
And you just came out of lunch. Maybe.
Ooh, they're still pretty darn expensive. So I want to shoot for the fences.
I just don't feel like today's a shoot for the fences day. You had 2 huge moves. 3 huge. Really, you had a huge move last night, huge move down this morning, and a typical, golden retrace of that move. The Russell and the Dow are strong. SPY's gone nowhere. It's break even. Trading below yesterday. NQ's trading within most of yesterday to above, right?
Right. It's my first fill on the ads.
There we go. Come on. Pop it, pop it, pop it.
I have a 746 average now with the stop at 790.
All right, I just filled a scale there at 744 on NQ. How did I not get filled on ES at 28? Oh, it's 28 quarter. There's my fill on ES.
See if it just goes or fails up here. Does not look like it wants to fail.
There you go, trade with Seth. Another eval pass. Congratulations. Yep, 70% of market moves happen in aftermarket. Yes, they do overnight. Statistically factual.
Also grabbed some SPX 7320 0 DTs. I know it's still a ways. It's like 40 points out the money, but if it slips, it should come easy. You got like, what's my average? 256. 255.
I scaled another quarter of the position at 29,750. So my retarded butt is 75% out now.
Yeah, you big retard.
Reward.
What does that say? If you're quote retarded and you're making money in this market, what does it say for people that are losing money?
Rewarded.
How much should I put in? 40 cons?
I don't even know what the fuck a semiconductor is. I love that. You don't have to know. You really like look at like Jordan, I think is a really good example. Jordan's found a really like successful way to trade the markets in his own system, his own rules, his own approach. He doesn't care what the data says. He doesn't care what the market internals or any like he doesn't care about any of those things. He really simplifies it into like 3-4 major steps that he reads and follows, checks off a bunch of things, boom. And he has a positive win rate on it.
Oh, you gonna pop and take me out here on NQ?
I mean, it's still higher low, higher low. Yes, not the same, but NQ. I think NQ can go back to yesterday's highs pretty easy. Yesterday's point of control we're trying to get back over.
Yeah, I think she's
I'm
gonna
not even watching anymore. I'm just
All right, I gotta
ride
stop
it back
the
up
NQ.
to 50, hopefully.
I'm about to get filled for 200 points here.
Where's retarded guy?
It is true. Jordan does eat oranges in the shower, so it does disqualify a little bit. Man, the kids these days, man, I don't even know what the hell they're doing.
Do I want to put it on again? Only have 1,900 points on the day, at least realized. Yeah, we can try 10 more.
Well, you look at QQQ, this thing looks squeezy.
I feel like it just kind of stays rotational within today's current value. Okay.
800's a spot. 800's the halfback of this entire down move we've had since all-time highs for the entire month. We're trading at the exact halfback of this month. Midpoint.
All right, I got myself an 800 average.
Mateo. Can you imagine Jordan like just putting some kimchi like in the kitchen, like starting to cook it up, and he's like, "Let me go take a shower, have a good shower orange, and get out."
860.
Sing a Jack Johnson song and eat some oranges, or eat some kimchi with his chopsticks. What a guy!
Let's see if we can just trade it back down to 730 for now. Take a little bit of it off.
Well, they did not want to give me that 100-point trade, did they? Jerks. 200-point trade, sorry.
Come on. There's 730. Fuck, my order quantity was wrong.
Yeah.
I only took one off. Okay, let me take 3 more off. Okay. We'll leave 6 going.
The other day, I took a pretty decent sized trade for me. And I set my first trim and I did 10 instead of 1. And then all of a sudden I was short. Damn it. All right. Yes, I'm going to get profit stopped right here. And I'm going to profit stop here on NQ. Good trades.
Gave me back down to like 650.
I'm out of everything. Watch it hold again.
Where are those SPXs at now? Up 30%. Kind of looking for over 100% on them, but almost got up there.
The webinar we're doing tonight, Ahmet, is at 4:15, 15 minutes after the close. Hopefully you registered because it filled all the way up.
Barely speak human. I need my drink first, okay? It's a little too early in the morning. Come on, just fail these like 730s, 40s.
Rizzo, I'm short at 800. Pretty good size. I covered half.
Yeah, I'm short from up there too.
You got 20 MNQs left. I'm going to put a stop in at 755. God, they're ripping around, I'll tell you. Gotta pay attention.
Come on, shoot down.
I don't know. You just got higher low structure on NASDAQ. I still like gold longs off of that 40-40.
GC. Oof.
Yeah, higher lows, lower highs.
I kind of want to swing long gold still. Man, what's GL? Maybe get some GLD. Dan, you like gold long? Off this 4K?
I haven't looked at gold in a while.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Yesterday I bought it right at the open. I had a nice trade off of it, but I kind of like it for like a swing long. It's breaking this heavy downtrend it's had the last several days.
Yeah, I like it.
Dadgummit. This is gonna go higher. Everything's gonna go higher the rest of this day, isn't it? Dadgummit.
And Q's trying. I don't think it really. Why you think we've bottomed?
I mean, yesterday 50-day on the S&P, we ripped up with nobody really in the trade, came right back down to pick everyone else up, bounce off the same spots. I don't know, I mean, the Mag 7s is kind of a worry, but the overall market's still pretty strong. Micron just told you the AI trade's still on. Oh, gold long's gonna work out here, though. I think. Go back to previous day's high. Yeah, Banana, what's going on, Banana? Because I'm gonna have to time you out if you keep doing this.
I think you've seen a couple of the monthly statements I've posted.
Yeah, wow. And the funny thing, normally I could be like, okay, I see what you're upset about. I have no idea what you're even upset about. I'm so confused. How long is the webinar? I think it's
Maybe
going to
I
be
took
around
a
2
week
hours.
off.
Riz has never asked anyone to follow anybody into his trades. You can always tell, like on big red days or big swings, or when people, wild days in the market, people always get a little bit testy. Like if we go look at the timeline, I bet there's probably a lot of Furus fighting each other today.
It's actually a sign of immaturity as a trader, to be honest. You have to be calm when the market's crazy. You have to take your losses and move on. And then the same token, you have to take your wins and move on. Because it's a net. You're always
Go get a house. You can visit it in Hawaii if you like. I don't. I'm staying right now.
Yeah, is this your wife again? No crying in the casino. What? I don't know what's going on, Ruben. I'm with you. I'm trying to figure out what's going. I'm so confused.
I think Amazon is incredible. So I was not, and I'm not talking about the stock, the chart, anything. So we recently, ClearEdge as a company, built our own VPS server and made it so that you can log into the VPS directly from the ClearEdge dashboard. So that one of the big critiques, and Ryan will tell you, is that it was not an easily accessible software remotely. And this is actually a long-winded way of responding to your Amazon question. And so we decided to build our own VPS service. And in the process of researching that, we decided to actually go with a Amazon hosted cloud service. And instead of buying server banks, maintaining server banks, etc. And holy crap, the Amazon Web Services dashboard portal, the products that are available for developers to build, for companies to build, is just absolutely mind-boggling. And we were able to build our entire servers on AWS, give people the ability to use AWS machines, update AWS machines, update them on the fly, access them on the fly from us for support. Some stuff you just can't do with other companies. There's not another company that has that ease of access. We're just using sort of small machines, not on an enterprise level, enterprise servers, but we're actually building something that's going to be on a larger machine and slice it up into pieces of pie for individual users to use. And so this is a long-winded way of saying that Amazon Web Services offers a product and service that is so much better and so much easier and so much cheaper. They're absolutely incredible. And it made me incredibly bullish on the offerings. Just seeing, and it's not something that I had ever seen firsthand before starting and owning this business. And so irregardless, which is not a word, and I know that, but of the stock price, the chart, I'm incredibly bullish on what Amazon has built. And AWS is something that others just have not built. And Yeah, I could not be more bullish on the overall cloud infrastructure that they have put out there for enterprise solutions, retail solutions, individuals. Like when I'm running a Linux machine that it is just so incredibly fast, so easy to use. I hit start, it's open in a second. It's reliable, and the same machine would cost triple the price if I were doing it from a server bank. So unbelievable infrastructure. Never mind their sort of legacy business that continues to be incredibly strong, but their AWS business is unlike anything else on the market. So I will be an investor in Amazon for the long term.
Guys, I got stopped at 755. Somebody asked.
I am still long, guys, from 650. I'm only at 25% size now. I'm looking for like 800 to 820, and then I'll call it a day. But if we get back down to like, I'll stop out on this at 29,990 or so. 29,790, excuse me. Yeah, and I mean, Amazon we are like the pricing on something, like everything is automated and everything is incredibly easy to use for someone who's not incredibly computer literate. I own a software company, but I'm not incredibly computer literate. For someone like me who's a layman in that world, to be able to go in there and utilize it and utilize the billing structure, understand what I'm getting, understand what I'm buying, understand, the pricing structure and how to easily pay them and adjust, and they auto adjust for a yearly subscription. They have sort of savings plan. I mean, just unbelievable product. And the best part is I wasn't paying any attention to the drama. I was actually working on some AWS stuff. So I have no idea. I'm reading the chat. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. This guy just...
Yeah, and
he's in here like every day. Like, I think maybe he's having a bad day or something.
1 HP. So it is gross how fast the Linux machine is. But what's especially gross is, like, we are about to launch our Linux servers. And the bottom tier Linux server is going to be $59 cost, okay, to run our software on a Linux server. $59 is what it's going to cost. It's the same server that we offer for Windows, but it's $99 for Windows. We don't make crazy margins on these things, but that's incredible. You're getting essentially the same server that you would pay $99 for. The server that we charge just under $70 for on Windows is half the speed of the one that's $59 on Linux. Literally half.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
Yeah, so I mean, you can people are just scared to go to Linux for the most part. I'm trying to change that perception. I had that perception when I first started as someone who's used to Windows. But just if you're running our software on it and it's the only thing you're doing, I mean, why would you not run Linux? You click on and the software opens and it's just a screen. You just turn it on like anywhere else. It's still our software that you were using on a Windows machine. It's just on a different operating system. You don't need all the Windows functions to run our software. Is Rooster the one that told me I was retarded?
Rooster's he's just a troll. But well, he's kind of like sometimes a likable troll. You almost need a rooster in the chat. We got a rooster and we have a Boris.
I'm still rewarded, but I'm now rewarded with $4,000 more than I was rewarded earlier.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know, the sooner people stop worrying about the "I told you so" or "you were wrong" type of stuff and just worry about trying to win more than you lose, be a lot better life as a trader. AMD thoughts? I haven't looked at AMD. AMD's fine. I don't know how you really buy like new positions up here, but this is like kind of like, yeah, I think similar to Nara. Like I don't like to buy stuff that's been ripping. I liked AMD back here in the 200s. I missed this completely. I remember looking at it in 200 day. I should have bought some.
First, you should trade a cash account, not sim accounts. But hey, you do you.
I don't know, I'm having a great day. Either you, I feel like people on both sides of the trade have had great days today. If gold goes back to high of day, I'll have an even better day.
I think NQ's gonna take me out at break even here. On the rest of this position.
This is a big psychological thing that happens on the on like prop firms. Like after you take a payout, for some reason, it's almost always a bad trade, and it's like the worst time to have a bad trade because your drawdown's the smallest. But it's like a mental thing. Like I remember, like there's a point where you get to where you're like you trade evals just fine, but then you freak out when it's funded because you know it's real money. You have to get over that. I don't know if there's a secret to getting over it. It's probably, different for every individual, but that just tells me the emotions are still winning a battle within you, and you have to get past that. You have to be objective. The other thing I would say that really helps is if you build up big buffers and cushions in a funded account before you take your payout. I know you want to take the payout, but if you build up, like, get a 100K account or 150K account, build up a balance 7, 8, 9, 10, and just take payouts back to 5. Keep a large whatever buffer cushion below you that would take multiple days to blow. I mostly trade 150K. I have a mix of 100K and 150K accounts. And then my personal account, I'm not going to tell you the size in there. This is a hard thing, Finster. Actually, like this is a hard thing to do for a lot of people because like you're literally programmed to try harder, work harder, put more effort in. And if things aren't going like you're not seeing things well, or you're not getting good reads, whatever it is, you're just not in sync. Taking time off. I mean, look, Rizzo he's been telling me for 3 years he was going to take off on the roll gap week on triple witching roll gap. I think he finally did it for the first time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that from now on.
Every quarter.
Yeah, 4 times a year. Had some fun too.
Had some fun.
Partied way too much.
Didn't stress yourself out.
All right, I just stopped out my last part of my position, and that'll be it for me for the day. Gentlemen, you have a wonderful rest of your day. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for coming by, Dan. And shout out to Clear Edge Automated Trading. Nice to always have that on the side.
Yeah,
But Jordan's on vacation this week, so.
I'm on vacation next week, actually.
Oh yeah, you got anything fun planned that you're willing to share?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Well, just stuff around. I mean, to be honest, work's been so incredibly busy and in a good way. You know, we've been growing nearly 50% month over month, but yeah, really just want to relax, and so we're gonna do a couple of day trips. Take my daughter to the aquarium, the zoo, stuff.
Nice.
Stuff that we haven't had a whole lot of chance working 7 days a week. 14 to 18 hour days every day. Need a little rest. So
I hear you on that one. Well, enjoy. Hope to have you back on soon.
it'll be nice. So I'll be trading a little bit, but not a whole lot. Trying and keep myself away from the screens.
It's hard to ever like get fully away, but sometimes it's healthy.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we're looking at now 11 months of 7 days a week working. So Long Island, no, Trunks in Rhode Island, not Long Island.
My days off are just catch up days on other stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. But it's a good thing. Being busy is good, but being too busy is exhausting. All right, guys. You have a wonderful rest of your day.
All right, same to you. Appreciate you coming by.
Actually, Izzy, we may be hiring customer service support. Please send me an email at dan@clearedge.trading if you are interested. We absolutely are going to be looking for support and customer service, onboarding, social media content. We need someone to edit social media content. So, all of these things are things that we absolutely need. So, yeah, no dick pics. I will have no problem posting them and shaming you on Twitter. So, yeah. So, Dan@clearedge.trading. So, happy to take a look and talk with you one-on-one. So, it's definitely social media content. If you have Instagram, TikTok, if you have, a following, you anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people, if we will pay for content. So. Awesome.
There you go. How about that?
Extra
LinkedIn trading spaces here.
Yeah. LinkedIn. Yeah.
We do it all.
Yeah. So, but customer service, certainly that's something we need. If you're familiar with Intercom, which is now a company called Fin, even better, because that's a that's a service that is not a whole lot of people have a ton of experience with AI help desk stuff. Yeah, cool. Send me an email. Thanks.
Appreciate
Bye.
you, Dan. Have a great time off. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, now what are we doing? Chat? Just back to chopping? Got 2 hours until the World Cup starts. Oh.
I'd like to see new lows.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the craziest thing that's ever happened. You're getting real close to turning this into a full-on bear flag. Robinhood had a big data breach. Millions of customer data. Headline on the wires. Sure. Who's playing today? Let's take a look. Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Germany, Japan, Sweden. That'll be a good game. Tunisia, Netherlands, Paraguay, Australia. Turkey needs to change their name back because ever since they became Turkey, they've been getting wrecked. What does that Germany group look like? If Curacao wins, they have a chance. That is crazy to even think about. If they tie, it's nothing. Ecuador needs to at least tie or not lose by a ton. That could be rough for Ecuador because they got to play Germany. Ooh. Germany looks like a machine too. Ticker Tap, are you German? Rizzo, may I ask how much drawdown you hold through on the average on NQ?
On NQ?
Probably depends on the situation.
Yeah, I try to keep it 30 points. Looking for a larger trade, probably like 50 to 100.
Yeah, and you're scaling in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I trade the like Rooster. I know you're more of like a scalp trader. I'm more of a position type of trader. So I work into positions, and I'm not afraid like zones. I'm not worried about like if I'm shooting for, you know, if I have a decent zone, but it's a wide zone, if it's a 40-point wide zone, like I'm willing to put, you know, 50, 70-point drawdown on a stop to get, like yesterday I had a 300-point trade, a 200-point trade, another 200-point trade, like a 60-point ES trade, 50 or 60-point gold trade. But I'm not going to catch those if I'm running, you know, 10-point stops. If you're looking for 10-point stops, you need to go trade with Minx. Come on, gold, get a pop. Yeah, sizing's everything too on the drawdown. Like if you're for your account size, I mean, obviously your account size is very important, but your account size is, yeah, you have to be relative in your positioning and how much drawdown it's going to be compared to your account size. When you have 800 point ranges in a day, 100 point drawdown is not that much. 10 point stops can work if you're a scalper, a momentum trade, breakout trader, or if you're trading on very small time frames. I mean, the thing is, almost anything can work in certain scenarios. Winter gold earnings. I think I'm getting some gold trims actually. Not quite. When I get through 50 and pop up here, I'll get some gold trims.
This thing is just not breaking down. Yes, just holding today's value area low, and NQ can't get above today's value area high. Ugh. Just opposite ends of the range.
Wall Street Journal's reporting that Iran is attacking a cargo ship.
We're gonna pop on that news.
I know, that doesn't make any sense. It's the headline from this morning. It's the same headline, but
No.
Iran attacks cargo ship in Strait of Hormuz. U.S. officials say. A threat actor is advertising what is claimed to be a database containing 14.5 million Robinhood user records. I didn't finish my World Cup. Oh yeah, tomorrow's World Cup looks crazy good. Norway, France will be interesting. Even Senegal or Iraq could be interesting. I don't know. Senegal is actually fun to watch. Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde. I mean, these are decent matchups. Uruguay, Spain. Poor Uruguay. Spain are going to try to come out and prove a point against them. Egypt, Iran, but the Norway, France, and Uruguay, Spain. I'll be watching those two for sure. I mean, I'll be watching, but Colombia, Portugal is the big one. Saturday. I think that game is in Miami. I really like today's game. Japan, Sweden, I think is going to be a fantastic game. And then, of course, we'll watch the U.S. tonight. Well, we're going to go higher.
There goes my stop. Flat NQs.
I mean, here we go. Once again. Get through this spot. And what happens?
Shit, my PNL hasn't freaking changed today. Just back and forth. I expect market to get pumped into July 4th.
I don't hate that thought. I don't know how. I can't figure out how they're gonna pull it off. But
I don't know.
now July 4th, like around that holiday itself, like you just go long, always.
I didn't even think
Whenever
about it.
Whenever short America. It's probably when the run up into earnings season starts. You get to the end of the month, which is end of the quarter. What is this bid sitting right here under the market? Oh, 100 lot guy trying to get filled. Yeah, there was big volume on SPY that stepped in there. And like, look, it's SPY. So I have this level drawn right there, 731.50. And if you go to the SPY daily chart, there's like a little volume shelf right in that area. It's like the bottom of this consolidation, this volume node. There's multiple like daily lows right there around that same area.
Don't tell me I got stopped out at
50-day.
800.
AI news.
Kidding me. At least I still have these SPXs, but
Wall Street Journal just put out a piece on AI debt. And there goes my gold trade.
God, if I had my stop at freaking at the actual break even at 808, I would have stayed in it, but I just put it at freaking 800.
It's funny because the halfback of the entire range we've been in for a month is 806.
ES does not want to give up this level though. Only position I'm in is just SPX puts, just going up and down like 40-50%, plus minus.
Iran has attacked a Singapore flagship, is also being reported now. Lord of Wall Street hit that at okay, 800 short. Nice. Nice. Like, I don't know if you can say RIP the 100. If you're able to put 100 lots on, you're not worried about 100 points of drawdown. And you're most likely hedging something else.
Whoever took the opposite side of that trade's happy. These SPX cons really couldn't trade 6. I mean, freaking sell order at 6. Would they trade to 5.8?
There's a bunch of headlines coming across right now. It's like all kinds of different stuff. Delta Airlines has a big fire somewhere. Fed Goolsby's making comments. Wall Street Journal just put out like 15 different pieces. Wall Street Journal was like, okay, this day's getting a little slow. Let's put out 4 headlines. Come on. Do something. Do something crazy.
Do I want to try? No. I want to get back in, but maybe I wait or just not touch it. Oh my gosh, these SPXs are back down to my freaking entry.
We're just pinned to the 50-day on SPX. I'll be right back.
I am going to get involved again. I need it to pop to 840 and then I'll launch it there. I'm not going to limit sell. If it blasts through, though, I don't mind being a seller up at 920, 930. cut my SPX position at 2. Took like a 25% loss on them. It's just gonna, premiums are gonna crater here if they just trade sideways.
Which is probably the most likely outcome, right?
Yep.
That's why I went and grabbed a snack. And I still like gold long.
Yeah, maybe a trade to 920, 930 end of day. Hate the idea of shorting it up there. Just still have a feeling this sells into end of the day, but I'm just not positioned anymore in anything.
I mean, look around, there's a lot of things that don't look great. It's holding interesting spots, but it's not, I don't know. IWM is still weaker, even though it's up more. Or I guess it's not up more, but your SPYs just break even. And you're trading right on the 50-day. I don't know. Just keeps going sideways, really. Sideways to floating higher on NASDAQ, sideways to floating lower on SPY and IWM.
Hello. Hi, from where, hon? Okay, what can I do for you?
Hot mic, Frank.
Hold on a second.
Oh, did gold rip? Come on, gold. New high of day. Google's about to make a new high of day. Are any of the mags moving? Nvidia's doing nothing. Apple's rebounding. Google's going for high of day. Microsoft hit 350 and is getting a big bounce. Amazon's pushing up a little. I don't know what you call this on Meta, but it's bouncing. All right, well, I'm gonna long in queue a little bit here. Well, that was good timing. That was good timing.
Yeah. The news or something? That's a news scandal.
Hell yeah. To finally get some gold trims. Google made a new high of day.
Order filled.
Just based on what it's been doing, you almost think this is the short again. Or does it finally like move? No, Goolsby was making a lot of commentary there. I didn't see anything crazy. 900's the only spot on Bookmap really above us. 880 maybe a little bit. Those are probably just Rizzo's orders. And here it probably gets crushed right back down. And there's my... Oh, almost.
Order filled. Order filled.
This 10-minute chart today looks disgusting.
See if we can hold the VWAP and 21 and 9 on the 5 here. In that order.
It's funny, I took a little light long and immediately got my trim. Jesus.
Damn, I step away just go get some sun, and what'd you guys do?
I don't know. I was like, I think I'm just gonna try to take a little scalp long here, and it popped, and then it got rejected at the same spot. But yeah, now watch it do I mean, this is same highs on NQ right here again. 850 golden retrace. So it's got to get through. SPX, do they just take it back to 7,400? No, we're up 1% on the day. Tomorrow options expiries are further fall because of expiry. I don't know that. I mean, there's not like a. I don't track it super closely or anything, but I don't think there's a ton of positioning for tomorrow's expiration. Last week you had it, and then I think Tuesday, the last day of the month, you have a decent amount. Yeah, I don't think options expiry tomorrow is a catalyst for anything. I mean, we could go up, we could go down either way based on other things, but I don't think that's a big piece of it. There we go. Come on, rip it. Oh, gold's almost there. Yes, go, gold, go. Go, gold, go.
Come on, take it up to 910, 920, 930.
Yeah, I've got trims at 904, 9. Where'd I put them? Can't even see them.
Short up there.
919, 940. My zone's 940 to 904. 909 was what yesterday's high.
Shit, it might trade like 980.
It might trade like 30K.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
980 is close enough to 30.
I think that was kind of my point there. We have like a 900 point range today. You don't think we could go 20 points beyond something? Oh, I like that one. Oh, Mateo, yeah. Mateo, if you get stopped out on this, definitely throw a banana tantrum. That was still so weird. I don't get it. Like, what happened?
I don't know, something probably came off the lows.
No, I was talking about like
Microsoft.
banana going after you.
Oh.
I was like, well, what happened? At first, I thought he was being sarcastic, like just joking around, and then he kept going, and then I was like, well, he's actually like mad about something, but I couldn't figure out what he was mad about. It was so
I
weird.
don't know.
Your down trim broken on SPY, by the way.
Maybe I hooked up with this girl in DC on accident. Who knows?
Yeah, but is banana from DC?
I don't know.
Oh god, bro! Can you imagine how small a world that would be? IGV popping. Is it just software?
I could go lighter on this and risk a little more, or go a little heavier. Keep my stop at 970. What do we do? I'll leave the current trade as it is. Start my fills at 910 up to 930. If I get stopped out, we'll watch ES up against 70.
There is the new high of day on gold. Big trim on gold there. Finally. You're getting a little extended here again. Semis are not pushing with this rally. And watch you come crashing right back down. You really couldn't trade 900? What a scam. So there are a bunch of highs at that 85, 86 area. Crude new highs. Look at that. Gold hit that 40.60 and just smack. But I filled right there. Yeah, not exactly yesterday's high, but pretty close. All right, stopped out of NQ on the runners. And it'll probably bounce right off of VWAP.
I can trade 910.
I'm getting pretty close to done for the day territory. That looks... So that was a weird pump. It's just like staircasing. This breaks this trend line. Well, if this breaks
I
this
don't
trend
even
line,
care
it
if it
will.
does. I'm not in it. I didn't get filled.
Yeah, don't do it now.
I'm not touching it here.
Break this trend line, it will probably dump pretty hard.
No shot. This just tanks, right?
If it could hold right here at halfback. If it doesn't, I do think it starts to fall apart pretty badly. I may have to join you.
I kind of hope it just holds, and if it goes, I'd rather have it just prove me wrong. Up at 900.
Your internals on the NASDAQ are falling off a cliff. In your ADD, it's just been fading all day. But if it holds right there, maybe. Yeah, look at that. Look at the trend line. Middle of the IV, trend line, and all these reasons. What in the hell?
I think crude might have had a temporary bottom here for a bit. Right
Gold,
down
I
in
just stopped out in
70,
profit.
68 area.
Where do you think crude goes back to?
76, 78.
74, 76?
Yeah.
You're just long this again. No, we're getting late in the day where I feel like it gets really messy. I don't want to long into 800s. Yes, looks better. Over 40. Over 40 back to 70. There you go. There's a little trim spot. Right off that halfback in the trend line. Jeez, this is crazy. Iran, 2 U.S. officials said something about the Iran cargo. What was that headline? Yeah, my Vol D and Vol DQ have not worked in Oh, Valdi's actually working today, but ValDQ's not. I just went in and did UVol minus DVol. Just created my own. Look at the internals falling off a cliff, though. This 5-minute ES chart is funny looking.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Good Lord.
Filled.
You're starting to play with borrowed time here a little bit. All right, this is where it looks like it may start crushing. Yep, it's just got a short probably. Break the wedge and I'll go short. Oh, they're holding it. SPY is a back test of the downtrend.
The field.
I don't know. It didn't break the trend. It's like sitting on it.
Order filled.
So you could try it here, but I just don't like the way that wicked right back up.
Order filled.
Google's making a new high day.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
All right, I'm trying it with you, Frank.
Yeah. Come on. Nope. Higher.
Nope. Stopped. It's going higher. Should have stuck with the original. Go to 900 now.
Yeah, I'm just
Kinda
gonna wait
wicked
to
through
short it
that. It wicked through it, came back.
until it just goes higher.
Yeah, I should have waited.
Just give me like 9:10, 9:30, the beginning of power hour.
I was afraid they were going to do that too. It bounced right off of it probably that second time. Basically, yeah. ES is still stuck under. And we still didn't clear the 800. I can't flip long here. They're just going to chop me up.
Come on.
They just want to close it right here in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Would kind of make the most sense right here. Exact half back of the entire range.
If we close here and then we get a move tomorrow morning, you fade it again, whether it's a long or a short. You fade the big candle back to the middle, and it's the end of the month. How's that sound for the end of the week?
Tomorrow, or like, look, we probably push up. We push up here into the close and overnight chop. We dip all the way back down here into this tomorrow, and then it gets. Well, I don't know. Something tomorrow's not the end of the Tuesday. Would be the end of the quarter.
Yeah, tomorrow's the end of the week, though. We fade. Tomorrow's the big. You fade the first candle, whatever it is. I just don't know how big that candle's going to be. That was some candle this morning. Holy shit!
That was insane.
That's the reason you don't try to catch a knife. And I know that I tried to catch it near the bottom and got stopped out on my first trade, but it was small. But it still was like $700 or $800. And then I hit the bomber, a couple bombers, which is good.
Yeah.
Those first trades are always hard in the morning.
I don't love the look of this.
Why would it hold here?
It looks like it wants to break this trend and roll.
I know, and then it holds. Like I added to it. I covered everything right here.
Order filled.
I just covered it all. Oh, of course. Drops 10 points right after I cover. Now this is it, maybe. I don't want to long it, I'll tell you that. This is chop chop. I'm glad I covered. Fuck it.
Good way to give your day back right here.
Exactly. You could give your whole day back playing games. I just cut my size substantially. I'm going to move to a different account too.
Yeah, it hasn't broken any structure to roll over, really. It's kind of breaking the trend, but
Iran's Persian Gulf Strait Authority vessels outside PGSA set routes will not be guaranteed safe passage. You know what I would do, right? I'd have about 20 fucking drones behind those ships that are in those passages, and we just take out anybody that was near there. That's what you have to do. Put a bunch of drones in the air, no people. They get shot down, and just freaking stop the bullshit. You can't fucking hold the world hostage. You know what's going to happen? They're going to build around them.
it's already what they're working on in Saudi Arabia and other places.
Take 10 years, and they won't be a factor anymore. And this is their opportunity to become part of the world again, and they just can't fucking help themselves.
God, they want me to try to short this thing, and I'm not.
Habibi said you shall not pass. Use cold wolf. Shit.
Here it goes. Can they break?
I feel like it's about to just, I'm going to wait though. If it really starts rolling, I'll short it at like 680, 720. I'll short it below the last low. I don't care. The moves are so big. Where's Rizzo? The 15. There it is, right here. Ooh. It's too steep anyway. It's a bullshit line.
680 is going to be a big spot. Yeah, come on. Just roll it over. If you're going to do something, do something. Make it fun for people.
Anyone that says that Amazon's Axwell, I don't see it. I don't see it. I cannot see it. I made that one trade yesterday. I feel like I was lucky looking at the chart now. It was 2-day trade. Like, are you kidding me? It looks awful. Apple looks awful. Meta looks... Daily looks kind of awful.
Come on, rug this thing. Rug it. Do something. Get away from this damn uptrend grind.
Rizzo, that 980, that 990, 993 trade at 990s, we should have had starters. We'd been fine. Never
There we
look
go.
back.
There we go.
You don't get 2 shots at it.
They just didn't want to give it to us. It was kind of lame.
Order fill. Order fill. Order fill.
They're going to try to bounce it right here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just give it up.
Order fill. Order fill.
Yep.
Come on, drop it.
Get
Drop
through
it.
680. 680 is the key. 680, then you see 640. Lose that, and we could really get nasty.
Drop it.
Order fill.
Come on, drop that son of a bitch.
SPX has got 6 points of room at least.
Let's stop ordering. By 5.
Come on, come on. Drop, drop, drop,
Rug
drop,
it.
drop, drop. It's 680, 680.
I took
Order
profit.
fill.
I took profit. You heard that right.
Yeah.
686, 686, and 690.
This isn't a real bit. This isn't a real bounce.
No, it's a bullshit bounce.
Just broke the trend.
Comes back to 740.
Oh, right there. You probably hammer it
Holy
right back
shit,
there.
Alex.
Watch, here it goes. 680s. Point of control. Really, it's 683. There it is.
Yeah.
Flush. Flush. Now throw it up. Now throw it up. That was a spot to get in right there. Throw it up. Unless you were in from higher. Trim there and hope it breaks.
Just crush it. All the IB low.
If it holds that point of control, then you just get the hell out.
All right. I'm walking away. That was a decent trade, but small. I'm playing like, small. 4s and 5s, 6s.
Yeah, look at that right there. 681. That breaks, you're probably going much lower. If it holds point of control, all those equal lows, all of this morning's highs, then it's just rotate. But look, even I'm not trying to long this thing right here. But I caught the short. And we'll stop out if it goes back over like 720. Because it very well could. Throw some D's on it, just bought a Cadillac. Rooster said, throw some cheese on it, just bought a Big Mac. Oh, they're going to stop me out here, probably. Oh, still alive. I just don't know if it's going to break use this big ass point of control for the day. Rizzo.
I kind of like it here, honestly, for a long.
I thought about it too, just looking
Yeah.
across.
Let's put on some small NDX lottos. No, went pretty far. I went 600, 29,600.
VWAP on QQQ.
Just bought 2 for shits and giggles.
Let's see, what game are we watching today? Oh yeah, Ecuador, Germany. Well, yes, I'm going to watch all of them, but I can only listen to sound on one of them. I think this reverses right here. I'm kind of with you, Rizzo. But I'm not willing to take it. The trend broke, and I'm more scared that it does fall. But I got some runners just in case it does. Yep. I don't know if I was trying to play this bounce, I wouldn't be too excited about how it's acting, but oh, gold to try to go again. Damn it. Probably just do sell stops under 670. Damn it. Do something. Big ass point of control doesn't want to fight it. There it goes. Break it. Break it. Fuck, SPX is right on the level. All right, I'm out. Fuck that. I'm not going long, but I'm out. Too good of a day to fight this thing. It'll probably drop 200 points for you guys now.
Oh, Sandy's way. Oh, they're dumping.
All right. It's going to bounce right there, probably. It's probably going to close right here. Unless they rip it off of that right back to the midpoint.
I feel like it closes 250 points higher.
You think it bounces off right there?
I don't know. Fuck. It was salty I didn't get filled on the short. Just needed it to trade like 20, 30 points higher.
Let's watch them close SPX 6 points higher. There's no size playing this right now at all.
Yeah, but the bids have drawn. There's no bid. There's no solid bid anymore.
Well, yeah, you broke the dadgummit. I should just state it. If it breaks this, 530 is your next spot on NQ.
Hey Rizzo, do you still have those puts?
Nope, I don't have them. I sold them for like 20% loss.
Are they up or are they just back to like entry?
Actually, I have no idea. I would have to let's see. What was it? The 20 strike? The 20 or the 40 strike? If it's the 20, no. Theta would have gone to it. Yeah, no. They're down like 60% here if I held them.
Yeah, who in the world's gonna catch this thing unless it does magically holds right here? And there's your 100 lot that just showed up and decided, well, we'll try to hold it.
Trying another strike on NDXs. I'm trying the 500s. It was a little heavier this time. I'm in 4. Freaking 600s. Those two might be cooked. Gives us a little pop here.
Oh no! Tell me not to play this bounce back to midpoint. Boy, it just feels like it's gonna crush, and I just don't believe it. I don't believe you.
That's it.
Buy a few.
If it goes any lower than where it's currently at, it does.
Yeah, I'm trying with NQs too. I'll keep it a 6 lot.
Long?
Just getting bored after lunchtime here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it too. I'm gonna try bounce right here. It's tight risk reward.
It's down to 590.
It's had those bounces all day, and maybe it doesn't get one here.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
if
why
it
you don't want to
does.
short it, because you know that as soon as you short it here, it could bounce again. But we're well below.
This is your main downside target on the low bear flag for first target. On the level.
I'm looking at the SPX 340 puts.
Green. Pentagon is saying they're allowing critical mineral plants on army bases. Come on, give me a pop here, Rizzo.
Yeah, I'm just looking for like 50 points at least. I don't love it, but 50. I'll risk 50 to make 50. Let's see.
It's a good time for me to go break even. As soon as I say that, it starts to come back down too close. Yep, I'm break even stop here. Don't care if it wicks me out. Can decide if I want to buy gold, like GLD calls, or one of these ETFs or something, but I want to be long gold. So we'll trim at 700, 50 points. If we can get there. What are some good well.
What's good?
Well.
How's it going, man?
I was just like, probably gonna. I'm in a long here. I was like, probably just gonna shut it down.
Oh man, dude.
And now you
Boring
show up. Now
action.
I gotta do something.
All right, let's get into some shit. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Terrible end of day volume here.
It is pretty bad.
All right, let's see if we can find something. Are you in the long already?
Yeah, we longed NQ a little bit, but I don't love it.
All right.
I'm afraid they're gonna pin SPX right here at 350.
That's what it feels like.
But I will say the thing I'm looking at is if they want to close it above the 50-day moving average, 356. Just close it just right above that. So
If it, and I don't know if it will, it doesn't look like it so far, but if they close above 73.62, I would have swung calls, but there's just no telling in this shit. It's been pretty low volume all week. The morning was good. Morning was fucking a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
they steamrolled me a couple times and we fought back.
Dude,
that was
it's been crazy.
Wicked. How gnarly was that drop?
Insane. Let's see.
I gotta get. I'm trying to buy some gold.
Well, that's a good idea.
I've I've been trading it, but I want to like swing along.
That's like, I actually like that a lot. Let's see. All right, I gotta wait. There's nothing going on.
Come on, give me a bit of a bid here.
I don't know, dog. I think they're about to come stop me out.
How do you share the space?
You go to Wolf Trading, it's on there, or you could tweet out the link to the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Here, I can send it to you in the private chat, the YouTube.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll do it. Oh, I see this. Never mind. Got it.
I just put it down there. Oh, are we still alive, Rizzo? I just trimmed a little and put my stop at 636, right at that last candle. Google's making a new high a day, though.
Everybody's been talking about Micron all day.
I hadn't even like looked at it. Like, okay, big gap up after earnings. People are taking profit. Then what?
I shorted that shit this morning, but first I was gonna take it long, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna short it. Shorted it, and holy hell, those contracts moved just insanely. I wish I had taken more. Okay. What's up, dope Paco? Alright, let's see if we can catch some shit here, dude. I really liked it long too, and now this tape looks like shit. Really slow.
Wow, they couldn't. Did they hit 700? How did they? Oh my god.
Yeah, I was waiting at freaking 705s for a trim.
Oh, I got you beat. I was waiting at 700. No, it just. Good God. Some of you been betting on World Cup?
Oh yeah. It's been a time. The game
And there's
yesterday
my
was
stop.
cool, the Mexico game.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna watch USA tonight. I'm pretty excited about that, but I don't think they're gonna use any of their starters. They'd be stupid too.
Now you need to play other players to get a. If you need another player to play, like step in at some point for an injury or whatever, you need to get some of these other guys some playing time so that they're, more ready to go.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
It's really, I mean, it's been like a really, really crazy World Cup for these underdog teams like South Africa yesterday. I was surprised. I really thought that they would they would lose yesterday, Korea.
That was actually pretty crazy.
It was an insane game.
I'm gonna buy some GDXU. That's what I'm gonna buy. Gold, I think I want to take some. Gosh, if it gets back over 370, I think this thing flies.
All right, I got the
380 calls.
73.45 puts loaded. All right, 73.45 puts are loaded on SPX, and I'll look for an entry here in a second. We're really slow. See what happens in the next 7 minutes. Boring, boring, boring.
Jesse Cartwright says $500 dump on SPX. That's we're gonna dump straight below the 200 day and below all that consolidation. Jesus Christ!
I would love that, but I don't really see that happening personally.
Yeah. Just gonna 7% just drop off. Yeah, let's do that in the next 20 minutes. 7%, just limit down.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. The freaking
Go all
Nasdaq's
in.
green on the day is what's cracking me up. Like,
Crazy as hell. All right, I'm gonna go with the 73.50 puts instead. Looks like it might burn out with this data. We're gonna need some sort of something happening here, though. It's too slow. For me, I just risk profits on the day. FYI for anybody who's trading this, or if you're trying to tail any of these. I risk 25% of morning profit. So whatever that amount is, whatever your risk is, be very careful. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in an order at 540 for the 73.50 puts.
rugged.
Let's see what we get.
The only reason I wanted to rug, there's 100 lot holding this thing on dadgummit. I just wanted to rug so I can play the counter trend bounce. I am buying some swing long. I bought some GDXU. I'm still looking at, before the close, I'll probably buy some more. Something else. I don't know if I want to. I was trying to buy a little bit of leverage, and then I'm thinking about some options on GLD. Probably like some 380s, or I wonder what those even look like. Should I take some profit on my SpaceX short? I'm up 90%.
Why not? Yeah, that's only
I bought the,
90%. Why not?
Well, I bought the SPCQ, the inverse 2x.
Oh, sweet, sweet. What's the liquidity like on that?
I don't know. It's not bad. There's another one from Leverage Shares, SPCC, I think.
I love that. That's
No,
really nice. Nice trade on that shit.
SSPC. This one actually has a ton of volume on it. God,
I
look
still
at
have
that.
that order in at 540.
Even today, low volume, still 22 million shares on a 2x short
dude.
ETF. It's actually pretty crazy.
SpaceX supports it like a 147 is the line in the sand. You should take something. 20%, 30%.
Oh, Netflix is getting hit hard on something here. Yeah, that's what I said. I wasn't gonna trim until it was a double, but 924 to 1754 on equity is pretty
Yeah,
solid.
exactly. That's
Sounds
equity
about
too.
right, man. Sounds about right now. Half off. Hold the rest.
But I still think it's going.
Well, I think it is, but I think it
Fuck
could go
it.
higher before it goes lower to catch more sellers. It needs time, and the
Yeah.
window is it's got a window of like 3 months before the selling really begins. I still have some buyers in it.
All right, still got the order at 540. Did not get filled yet. Super low still on this volume. I don't like it that much, but if we get a quick little pop up.
These GLD calls are not very liquid.
Where? Oh, we're not gonna pop, are we?
No, it acts like it wants to freaking let loose.
I got a 635 average now to stop at 590. Doesn't look too great. Now questioning why I even got in this.
It was a little. I mean, I figured it would. It could possibly. There's a level right here. It could possibly bounce here, but. I mean, I have more faith that SPX holds here than anything. $20 minutes left. Watch
350 foots right here at 540. %, or more than that.
Man.
If it holds right here, it just goes back to 740 to close. Right in the middle of the day.
Yeah. Okay, I took a decent chunk off there into 670. Now my average is 627.
They've stepped in at the same level in SPY with volume over and over and over today. And look, volume stepped in. Volume stepped in.
Come on.
It's just golden retrace back to the 382, just back and forth. Fib to fib to fib to fib to fib.
My NDX freaking 29,500s might be cooked. Down, still down 40%, 50%.
Look, 73.56 is yesterday's close, and it's the 50-day exactly. Watch him
Stim
just
rug, huh?
pump it up there.
Stim rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She started
They went
lagging
to-
out.
They went to. I bought them at 420. I sold them at 7. They're at 635, but it was a profitable trade. Took a few $100. It was nice.
Never fear.
And I
Send
got a
this
phone
back
call
here.
on this fucking phone call. Every time you get one, it turns off. But that short was nice.
Yeah, it
35%.
was.
Yeah, I'll post it. I'm gonna look for another one.
There you go, KK. Hey, get it off your chest, brother.
We got 18 minutes, plenty of time.
Break even hit on the rest of my runners. I'm gonna look for another entry, same contracts. Buy and sell.
You tell me this doesn't want to just bounce right back up,
Dude, I think it does.
right back to 740s. Clear 680, then it does, right?
All right, I got it ordering at 470. Same contract, 73.50 puts. If it pops up, it should fill us 470.
Nate going long. SPX looks terrible.
Yeah, it does. Looks like it's gonna fall apart. I'm gonna cancel the order. It's gonna go without me here. I'll look for another entry. 73.45 puts instead.
I'm almost tempted to just play the long on ES, just risk reward. right here.
Does MOC just straight nuke it into a new low?
If you see it, dude, take it. It's not terrible. The tape is a little weird right now, but it's not terrible.
I'll try it. I'm gonna try yes. Try an yes, right here.
ES long you going?
Yeah, it's a tight risk reward.
Yeah.
74.12.
All right, 45 puts are loaded.
It's almost like a little MOC trade here, and I don't love that. All right, MOC, you gonna bless me or hurt me?
Still have my stop at 590. I'll just go like break even on the overall trade if it gets down there.
711.25 is my average now.
And I'll just be down. Yeah, I'll be down like this 2300 on freaking NDX options.
20 seconds.
All right, I got the order in at 360 for the 73.45 puts.
Come on, bounce.
I'm in right here. Filled me at 330.
Apple's a big buy side, Nvidia's a buy side, Microsoft's a buy side, and big buy side.
Oh, baby.
Market's going down, but it's buy side.
Let's fucking go then. Trimming right here.
Does she knife?
Bounce.
Runner's break even. Stop. I'll look for a re-entry if it hits break even. All right, new entries at 310. Same contracts. I'm in at 310. Holy shit, instant fucking money. Keep going. Dump it. Let's fucking go. Taking a trim right here, holding the rest, break even, stop, 30%. 50% here, more off.
1 billion buy side on both Dow. Mag 7 is a big buy side.
Break even, just hit on the rest. I'm taking another entry at 220. Same contracts. I'm in right here. Filled me at $2.
Come on, yes.
It's going nowhere.
It's back and forth 3 points.
I think he's chopping in a 40-point range.
20% still holding. I'm not gonna let go of this thing.
Come on, yes. Come on, yes. I'm going to take a trim here at 18.5. Come on, pop. Michael Burry covered Palantir. Hey, you got paid on it.
We're both going back and forth. This is hilarious. Come on.
NASDAQ was overall a sell side. The Mag 7, though, is a billion buy.
Insane. Keep going.
Come on, Phil.
I also got the 73.50 puts loaded as well. And I'm going to take it at 270.
There it is. Boom.
I'm in
Got
right
filled
here at
there.
270.
Okay, I'm gonna
Nice
take
job,
two
dude.
more of these off into 700. Lock in.
There's I got two. I'm
points.
out. I'm out 2/3.
Go break
I
even on
think.
these last three.
Back in profit. See if it slams it back down underneath 48. Dump it. It's 48.
Stop at break even.
What do we have? A little over 7 minutes. Right underneath
There we go.
0.2 should flush.
Look at that same spot that it bounced multiple times today. I just
Bing, bing, bing.
They just want
like
to give it
risk
up.
reward. SPX. Can they just send this up 5 more points, 6 more points, and get us to right on the 50-day?
I think they give it up after the close. Tonight.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
All right, 20% still holding. I'm not letting this thing go. I want to see if it dumps underneath 0.2. These bids are weak. Here
Palantir's
comes the
getting a
selling
big
pressure.
bounce
Come
on
on
the break.
underneath. Let it go. Whoa, crazy
yes.
action right here. Just back and forth. Look at the skipping orders on the tape.
There, come on, pop, 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 pop. More.
Dang.
They're buying 1 billion of the Mag 7. I mean,
Can we pop like another 100 points in the next 5 minutes to save my NDXs?
7350 calls are loaded.
crazier
Let's see.
things have happened.
Buyers are coming in hot too. All right, I got 7350 calls loaded, 310 entry.
Here's your like your anchored VWAPs on NQ from today. Throw my stop at 660. Lock in like 30 points.
Pull a little bit more and fill me. A little bit more.
They're trying to pin it here.
Come on. A little bit more. Don't go without me. That was a lot of fight right here. All right, I'm in at 310. $10%. I want more than that. 15%. Come on in the way you were before, buyers. Step it up. A little more. A lot of fight. Holy hell. %30 here, 35% here, 40% here, trimming right here, 50%. 70%, let's go.
Bang, bang.
That's nice. All right, runners break even stop again. If it pulls, we'll take another entry.
I'm gonna get soccer pulled up on my TV. Or on my monitor, I mean.
All right, I'm gonna hold this into the close here. I'm gonna be taking the 7350 calls, and I'm gonna take them at 220.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go flat these NQs at 70 points. It's not worth it. Also took a loss on the NDXs, so
What a quitter.
I think it goes lower tonight.
I'm in at 220 right here, and I'm holding these into the close.
Netted like 300 more points on the day there. And we'll be flat into tomorrow. And once
Oh, McGuire. What time is the match local time for you? What's the other game that's on? Curacao and Côte d'Ivoire.
Ivory Coast, I like them a lot. Look at this fight here. The last 30 seconds. Back in profit. Let's go then.
Push. Give me like
Holy
24.
hell.
Push.
20 seconds. Keep going.
Oh, look at NQ go.
Push. 100%. Let's go. Go. Keep going. 5 seconds left. I'm holding these into the close.
Pop. There it is. I got my trim at 24. Boom. 28. Boom. What a rip.
oh no.
Let's go.
So rips for 70
Let's
after the bell.
go.
Double kill.
Beautiful.
What a fucking trade to end
Let's
the day.
go.
Right. Well,
Beautiful.
I'll just be getting short on NQ at like 900s tonight. I think that's really the only trade I got on.
Oh, look at him rip it. Holy shit.
Love it.
Of course, they rip fucking 100 points after.
They're ripping. Oh.
Yeah, my calls would be in the money up here. They always do this to me.
Holy rip. What are we?
I don't know. I'm about to get filled on my short 910, 930.
Let's go.
Oh my God. What are we doing?
What the fuck is this?
Beautiful.
We just took out the.
Let's
from
go,
the
dude.
middle of the
Please
day.
tell me you're still in.
Oh!
Dude, I got filled.
Let's go.
Oh!
Nice job, dude.
Both my fucking
Yo.
calls that expired worthless are just in the
What
money.
a tear.
Short.
Well,
Goal.
looks like
Holy
I'm
shit.
Swinging these short.
Not even 2 minutes in the game.
915 average. Gotta stop at 970. Actually, need to scratch some of these ones above.
Who just scored?
Germany.
Shit. Blowout.
All right, well, our first target's gonna be 800 on these. Take a little trim there. I'll try to leave the rest going.
Oh my god. All right, I'm trimming here.
That wraps up my day.
I just caught 4. Thanks, Rizzo, for the extra 40 points. Oh my god, I just had a massive day. That's a 5. I just had a 5-figure day here.
Let's go.
Go.
Good shit, dude.
I thought yesterday was a massive day. It was fucking.
Killing it.
All right, crew. Man, shout out to Sim coming on. What a fucking finish to the day.
What a good time, dude. Always. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming. We'll have to have you come by more often.
Absolutely, dude.
I was
hopefully
ready to
see
shut
you
it down too, and then look, I'm glad I didn't.
Dude, it's God's plan. We ripped it. Good shit. Couldn't have been better.
All right, guys, we have the webinar in 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down and get ready for that. Oh, man. Soccer's on everywhere. I've got 2 screens on soccer. I've got a webinar coming up.
Go have a beer and do the webinar while drinking your beer. Go enjoy yourself. Oh, he's going to pull one. I know it. Hope everybody in the chat made money. It's good. Let's go. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Fucking cheers.
Well
Fucking
deserved,
salud.
dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Enjoy your webinar. You guys take care. Have a good day, okay?
See you some. Frank,
Alrighty.
Rizzo. See you guys tomorrow. Baffle
Right.
Friday.
Catch y'all tomorrow.
Oh, man. Cheers to that. All right. Shout out Leverage Shares. Leverage Shares ETF sponsoring this live free stream all day long. Do it again tomorrow. Long gold. Bull market.